I'm going to attempt, I haven't done this in a very long time, but I'm going to attempt to do the crocheting, the flat circle. Again, I haven't done this in a very long time, so bear with me if I'm confusing or there are a lot of cuts and stuff. It's because I'm trying to figure it out again myself. The sun's right in my eye, but it feels so good. Also, I am in a different room. I have like a Jack and Jill bedroom in the house that we're in right now. So the other over that way is the room that I usually record in. That's my bedroom. But since I am doing laundry for my bedding again, I didn't want my torn apart bed sheets and stuff to be in the background again. So that's why we're over here. So yeah, this is my other space, and all my yarn supplies and everything. All my supplies are in this room. But yeah, we're gonna be recording over here today because of my bedding. Anyway, now that we're all done with that, let's attempt this. I just grabbed a blue one because that was what was on top. You can use like literally whatever color you want. If you're doing a pattern, obviously use that. To start it, you start it like every other like crochet project or knit project for that matter. Slip knot it. And then I'm going to chain 4. No, you don't do a circle with this one. You start, I'm just going to chain 2. Sorry, see, I have to remember how to do this. It's been a really long time. I'm so used to doing granny squares and stuff like that. But yeah, you start with 2 on this. So I just chained 2, so you have 2 crochet stitches, and then the first one, the further one away from your hook, you go through and then just do a normal single crochet into that stitch, and then go into that one another 5 times into this one stitch. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and then I will be right back. I did 6, and yes, I took my hoodie off and put on a swimsuit. The sun that I mentioned before is very warm. I love it, but that meant I got to take off my hoodie. So yes, it's like 2 seconds in between. I just took the hoodie off. So yeah, I'm back though. All right, so now that you have 6 single crochets into the first chain that you made, you're gonna want to go into the first one again. You go into the first crochet on this round, the first crocheted stitch on this round, and you're gonna do 2 single crochets into that one like that, and then you do 1 more into the same one, so you just do 2 into that, and then you do 2 single crochets into the next 5, so that'll be the first row. So you do 2 single crochets into all the so all 6 stitches get 2, if that makes sense. So you'll end up with a total of 12 stitches at the end of this row. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be right back. Now that that's done, it should look somewhat like that. Just again, it's a very, very tiny little circle, but it should look something like that. You do have to make sure when you're starting this that you do have a specific number of stitches and keep track of that somewhat, because it won't be fully flat if you don't. I have made this mistake before. You just want to make sure that you kind of keep track on this one. I don't use stitch markers because those are just in the way for me. They're just annoying. So yeah, I just kind of keep track of it in my head to the best of my ability, and hope for the best. Again, usually it turns out okay when I do that, but I don't like stitch markers, so it's worth it. Anyway, now that you have 12, make sure that you have 12 on here, otherwise it's not gonna be right. So make sure, and if you don't, go back and, fix it real quick. You're on this would be the 3rd row technically. You go into the first stitch and just do a single crochet just once. That's it, just the once. and then into the second stitch you do 2 single crochets, so you increase it on that one, and then the next one you just do 1 single crochet, and then into the next one you do 2, and you repeat that until you have done all 12 of them. I think that equals 18 stitches at the end. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it equals 18 at the end. But yeah, you do 1 normal single crochet stitch, and then you go into the next one twice with 2 single crochets, and then repeat that for the 12 stitches that you have there. And then you made it around, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be right back. I was right, it's 18. Yes, I just counted. It is 18 stitches now that you will have on here. After this one, I have absolutely no clue, so I don't know what the next number will be, so I'm not even gonna try to guess it. But now that you have 18, I am done counting, so I'm just gonna kind of figure it out from here with how many stitches will be at the end. But it should look like that now, and this will be your 4th row here. And so you do like the last one. The first stitch gets 1 single crochet, the second stitch now gets 1 single crochet, and now the third one will get 2 single crochets into it, so you'll increase on the third one. So it'll go single, single, and then 2 singles all the way around in the 18 stitches that you have on there now. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back. There are 24 now, so you should have 24 stitches now on your little circle guy. And it's starting to look more better because it's bigger. But you should have 24 now. From here on out, it's kind of the same pattern that you're gonna do. As you could tell, the first round that you did, it was all doubled, and then the second one, it was 1 single, and then you increase the next, and then the next one you did the 2 spaces, the one that you just did, and then you increased. This one is going to be 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches, and then you increase on the 4th one, so you do 2 into the 4th space. It's basically the same all the way through, no matter how big you get it. If you go so huge, you'll have I don't know, a ton in between, and then you'll increase. It's that type of deal. I don't know how big it will go before it starts to look funky, but that's how I do it, and it looks okay. So yeah, on this one, you're gonna do the 3 singles, and then you increase on the 4th one. So I'm going to do that. Again, I have no idea how big or how many stitches I'm gonna have at the end of this, but I'll let you know when I finish. But again, just to show you, you do 1 single, 2 single, 3 of the single, and then you go into the 4th one with a single crochet and go into the 4th one again with another single crochet. So you do that all the way around the 24 stitches, and then I'll show you the next one. I did that one. Now I have 30 stitches on here, so hopefully you are also having 30 stitches. I hope this is, you can understand this, because I'm really doing the best I can on this one. It's very challenging. But yeah, you should have 30, and it should look somewhat like that, depending on what size yarn you're using. If it's thinner yarn, it's obviously going to be smaller. If it's thicker yarn, it's obviously going to be bigger. But this is, in general, what it should look like right now. But yeah, in that one, you did the 3 of the non-increases, and then you increased on the 4th. This one, you're going to do 4 non-increases, and then increase on the 5th. For 30 stitches, because that's how many are on here now. And then the next one you'll do 5 and then increase on the 6th. It's just 1 more non-increase in between each increase on each row that you do to get it bigger and bigger, if that makes sense. I really hope it does. But yeah, I'm going to just do a few more rounds, and then I'll show you it when it is bigger. I don't know how big I'm gonna go, but it looks really cool right now, so I might go decently. But yeah, I'll show you it, like I'll talk about it more after I get it a little bit bigger. But I'm gonna go grab some music, and I will be right back to continue working on this. Done. I did a total of where I got to 10 single crochets, and then I doubled it on the 11th. So that's a total of 12 rounds, I think, on this. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's a total, including the first round, 12. It's either 12 or 13. I don't know exactly. But this is it. This is my little circle. It's the closest thing to a flat, like, crocheted circle that I can get, without it being like super weird. So I don't know if this is the proper way to do it, but this is the best way that I know how to do it. But yeah, this is it. It turned out really cute. I'm actually going to keep this and keep going on it in my own time. I don't know what I'm gonna make out of it. It could just be a gigantic circle for all I know, but it's really fun to do. It's keeping my attention, amazingly enough. It's actually keeping my attention, and I'm not just like done immediately, like, okay, I need to be doing something else. But I am at the point now where I need to be doing something else, but it did keep my attention, and I really like how it's turning out. I like the blue color too. But yeah, hopefully, oh, and it took me way too long to realize this, but apparently it was increasing by 6 stitches each time around. I think because I started with 6 on the first round, it increased by 6 each time. It took me way too long. It took me until I made it to the 8th, like 8 singles and then increase it stitch. So yeah, that took me too long to realize that. You increase it by 6 each round, if that helps you figure that one out. But yeah, hopefully you were able to figure out a flat circle. I will be perfectly honest with you, this is the best I've ever done, but this is also the most I've ever paid attention to it as I'm doing it, versus me just kind of like going and just going like, eh, it'll be fine. I actually kind of paid attention and counted and did it right. So this is the best one I've ever done, and it's very fun. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Hopefully my instructions were understandable, and I hope you have fun making the little circles. You can use them for anything, really. But yeah, I hope you enjoy making them, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope it was helpful. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!